I hope everybody had a great 4th and everybody was safe and made it back to their domain and to their loved ones all in one piece. We're here to rekindle a story time what happened to me in my teenager years on the 4th of July, and why I don't really celebrate it. Why I don't celebrate it like I used to anymore. So we're going to dive on in. Some of y'all know this story and some of y'all don't know this story. But we're going to dive into it. First off, we're going to take a drink because we were rekindling. We're lighting up. We're having a birthday anniversary of what happened to me on the 4th. Ooh, that right there. Pressure. All right. So boom. The day before the 4th. Right? Caleb been begging my dad the week prior to that he wanted to pop fireworks. So my dad was like, he's young. He's only 7 at the time, right? So my dad like, okay, like I really don't want you to pop fireworks. You could watch us pop it. He like, I don't want to watch, right? So my mom ended up talking to my dad. So the day before the 4th, my dad comes back. He has tons of fireworks. Tons of fireworks. I'm talking about like the big box fireworks. I'm talking about we can share with the whole block. Now, mind you, I got friends coming over, cousins coming over. I got people coming. You feel me? Mark, he got fireworks. He been low-key ban them from somebody. Ban them out they box, right? So he got Caleb some too, right? So Caleb had the ones that you go, pick up, the kid ones. Or when you light the worm and do the little funny thing and stuff like that. See, he had all the stuff that, just for kids, okay? We had the C4s, the big pop-ho-po, right? We had to party, you feel me? So, Mark kept pressing my parents. He was thirsty. Like, can he pop the fireworks on it was basically the 3rd. And my mom was like, no, we're not finna pop it the day before. We just got them. Like, let's just wait one more day. And so my mama say, it's not the 4th. We just not finna be popping them. And it ain't even the 4th yet. And then you ain't gonna have nothing on the 4th. So Mark like, all right, boom. The 4th come. Caleb up bright and early. He ready to get it in. So my mama like, well, first, let's wash your posterior. Let's get you together and we finna go outside. Now my dad, he's off. My dad is off. He's out there. He's at the bar. Got the music going, right? He up there throwing darts. Got him and my mama drink ready. So, we setting up out there. All right. They got people coming over. So they done made the 4th of July. It posed a bit for us, but it kind of converted to the grown-ups. Right? While we doing our thing, they're going to be doing their thing, but they're going to be keeping their eyes on us. You feel me? They're going to keep these eyes on us. The Vohos, they're going to keep them on us. So, boom. Right? Everybody started coming over. We're family together. I'm calling my friends, my cousins, and like everybody coming over, right? So, boom. My dad separates Caleb's. So, Caleb looking, he like, how do I do this? So, they over there lighting, like they had to light the worm for him. Like my mama at first was lighting it for Caleb. Me, I'm over there with my friends, Mark, my cousin. We over there we doing our thing. We got the long red ones. The whole 100 one. We just straight light it up. We connecting it. We doing extra stuff to make it go longer. We doing all type of stuff. We throwing firecrackers in the garbage can. We throwing firecrackers in the garbage can. We got caught. The whole garbage can got caught on fire. My dad, look, we went 2 homes down, right? And they had a garbage can out in the back. But it wasn't nothing in the garbage. I'm like, oh, we should light it up and put it in this one. So Mark like, all right. So we went on ahead, we threw it and we closed it. And all you hear is pop, pop. Now we shouldn't have probably closed it. We should have left it open. We probably shouldn't have closed it. We probably should have left it open. Man, it was. But when it started melting through the garbage, we was like, oh, yo, like, it's finna get real. It's finna get caught on fire. So we break running back to the crib. Immediately, I told my dad. When my dad looked, look, the garbage was not like that when we ran away. But it happened so fast. It transpired so fast. When he looked, it was already trying to come up as flames. So my daddy ended up, boom, he put it out. He like, y'all can't put fireworks. Y'all can't put fireworks in the garbage can. That's plastic. Y'all mixing fire with plastic, right? That's what he telling us, right? So we sorry. My mama said, do something else. I'm taking all the fireworks and y'all going in the house. My mama looked at us straight like that. Y'all do something else. Y'all going in the house and I'm taking the fireworks. All right, we just gonna stay right here. We gonna stay put where they can see us, right? All right, we back at it. Boom. Now, Mark got his stuff. He, boom, boom, boom. We got them all. We got anything you can think about, right? We got the smoke bomb. We got a lot going on. So Caleb busts out and say, well, why mine's don't look like Rody Doty's them? So my dad says, well, you know, you a key, like, but I want to pop some. So my mama say, give him some. So I'm like, all right. So I get him like the single ones that you light and just go, phew, pop. That's it. So I gave him those. So he was lighting them. Well, she was lighting them. So as her party started really coming together, we had tons of her party started coming together. So Caleb kept going to my mom, bugging my mom about lighting up the fireworks. So my mama bothering me, Rowdy Dowdy. She like this for your brother. I'm like, but I'm like this for your brother. I'm like, okay. I'm like, y'all, I'll be right back. Don't light that one up. Wait, just wait, right? So Mark, he ready to do the C4. So I go over there, I light it for him, and pop. I feel like I was popping the fire. He not really necessarily popping the fireworks. I'm coming over there lighting it up for him. He just getting the satisfaction of seeing it pop. So I go back over there. He want to light another one. So my mama say, Rody Doty, help him. So I help him again. Now I done went over there about 4-5 times. So I'm like, Mark, it's going to be your turn. And she called me again. He like, no, I'm popping fireworks. His no was like a solid no. His no meant no. Ain't no going back on the no. Ain't no I feel bad about the no. Ain't no let me think about it. I might change my mind about the no. His no is a no. Like me, I might say no and then still do it. Like as of the day, I might say no and still do it. Boom. He wanted to light the other one. And so my mama say, Rody Doty, just stick beside him. Anytime, look, if you need this, I said, but mom, she said, well, since it's so much of a bigger problem, show him how to work the lighter. Her exact words. Show him how to work the lighter. So I'm like, all right, cool, bet. You know what I'm saying? So he can leave me alone. I can't even enjoy my 4th because I'm over here being a host to my brother so he can watch me pop the fireworks that's his. All right, cool, boom. Nevertheless, we into it. So I'm showing him, I'm like, you hold a lighter. It was a regular lighter. It was like, let me see. I got all type of lighters. Let's see. Dang, dropped that lighter. So it was like a lighter like this. It was like a lighter like that, right? But like the cheap lighters though. All right, I got one. Here go one. So it was like one of these, right? So I'm showing him. He trying to learn it. He finally get it. I said, I let it go. Try again. He got it. I say, and don't hold the fireworks in your hand. Use the can and just light it like that. He like, all right. Boom, I'm happy. I'm doing me. So Mark ends up asking mom, can he go to his friend's house and spend the night there and finish because he had a lot of fireworks there. So my mama gave him the okay, cool. Mark left right away. He like, all right, bro, we do our secret handshake. Mark out the door. He gone. Now it's just me, my cousins, and a couple of my friends, and I'm still popping fireworks. We still got a ton. Mark took a few, but not that many. So now I'm popping it, boom. We run out finally hours and hours later. We're gone, we're done. So the 4th is over. We know it's in the 5th now. My dad going to work, it's the 5th. My dad going to work, back to scheduled program. My dad going to work. My mom later on that night, right? Later on that night, she had plans to go out. But she was going to go get her hair done earlier that noon. So she comes, knock on the door, do. Yeah, she like, look, I'm going to go get my hair done. I'm going to Carlina. I'm going to go get my hair done. She like, I'm going to run a few errands. I got to pick up some things. She like, I'm going to bring you back something to eat. She said, all I need you to do is make sure your brother okay. I said, okay, cool. Well, I can do that. Sure. She like, Mark should be home soon. All right, boom. Nevertheless, I'm waiting on Marky anyway. All right, cool. So she goes upstairs, She goes up and down the stairs, right? She just pacing, cleaning, doing all type of stuff, right? Boom. I finally come out my room. I'm in the living room. When my mama go back up the stairs and she comes back down for the 55th time, she's dressed. Like, when I say dressed, I'm talking about Tina Turner outfit. I'm talking about like one of the skirts that come all the way up here, got the little... I'm talking about, and her hair was dropped. My mom used to always keep her hair wrapped. So I was just like, okay, I thought she was going to get her hair done, but I was like, maybe I missed, because she went up and down the stairs so much. I'm like, maybe I missed her going to go get her hair done. So when she confirmed it, she said, I'll be right back. Don't let nobody in my house. She like, I'm going to go get my hair done. So I looked, I said, okay, but I was so stunned because I never saw her dressed like that before. So I was like, but the outfit that she had on, it screamed Beyonce. It screamed Tina Turner. It screamed that you was out there. Now that I'm older, you probably you went somewhere to go do something exotic. That's how it went. So boom, my mom leaves. I feel relief. Mind you, I'm getting beat on. So when she leaves, I always felt like, oh, I got a peace of mind. I ain't got to worry about her yelling at me, nagging at me, saying I'm doing something wrong. Like, I don't got to worry about none of that. Like, I could just literally be free. Right? So boom, she's long gone. I make sure anytime my mama have left out the crib, I always make sure she is gone. I don't do nothing extra. I wait 30, 40 minutes. 30, 40 minutes before I do anything that I shouldn't do. I grab the phone, the house phone, boom. I'm on the phone, talking. Yo, what's up, shorty? Da, da, da. You miss me? You don't miss me. I'm talking, right? Kayla come downstairs. Come play the game with me. I'm like, I don't feel like, I'm on the phone. I'm like, I don't feel like playing the game. Come on, mom said you had to play with me. I'm like, mom ain't say I had to play with you. She told me to watch you. He like, that's a part of watching me. I said, just play the game by yourself. He like, please play with me. Let's play Sonic. I'm like, just play by yourself. So boom, he go upstairs. I'm on the phone, still kicking it. Da, 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 da. Somehow, while I'm on the phone, you know what I'm saying, I kind of doze off. I wake up. I'm like, look, I'm going to call you back. Because we was the type that me and her, we'll be on the phone all the time. She was my first girlfriend. So I'm, all right, I'm going to call you back. Boom. I hang up. I fall asleep. My legs is hanging like off the couch. But like, you know, like how we got the arm. My legs was over the armrest. So I'm dozed off. And as I'm dozed off, I didn't know if I was dreaming or not. I hear I'm talking about the loudest beep I could ever hear. So I'm like, what is that? Right? I didn't even, at that time, I didn't even really know what it was. I'm like, what is that? So Maya, I remember how I told y'all in the living room, we got like that little box thing and we could see straight upstairs. When I went to go look, it was like everything upstairs was in flames. And so I see Caleb from where I was at. I'm looking up. He had like a little dentist cup. Like we used to brush our teeth in the bathroom. And like we had like a little dentist cup that we could rinse our mouth out, spit in the cup, dump it in the toilet. We had like a little process or whatever. So we had to use the cup. He had like a little cup throwing water on the fire. I goes and say, Caleb, come downstairs. He like, no, I seen daddy do this before. I'm like, don't put water on the fire. Just come on. So he's coming downstairs. As he's coming down the stairs, yo, the fire already came out his room, already caught my mom's room on fire, my room on fire. The bathroom now is next, and it was coming downstairs. And I just couldn't believe it. So I'm like, okay, he comes down, I get him out, right? So now, as I get him out, I grab the house phone. I'm panicking, okay? I'm panicking for dear life. I call my mom. She not picking up. Hello, you reached blah, 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 blah. I look, the fire is creeping down the stairs. So I hurry up, I get out. Now, when I come out, it's people standing outside in front of the house. The next door neighbors, all them standing outside looking at the smoke come from the crib. So Miss Smith like, you guys okay? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I'm trying to call my mom. I'm in shock. I tried to call my mom. She was like, let me go call her for you. Boom. She calls my mom, and my mom picks up right away. My mom picks up right away. Mind you, on the call this lady three, four times. And she did not pick up for me. But she picked up for Miss Smith. Like, but not for me. Boom. So Miss Smith, like, you need to get home. Your house is on fire. So my mom, like, what? You can hear her voice. I have a loud mouth like my mom have a loud mouth. She got a loud mouth. She, what? So she like, yeah, the fire department just pulled up, right? So boom. You hear her say, where's Roshan? Get Roshan the phone. And so I grabbed the phone. When I tell you, this lady had me scared through the phone. I used to could tell you when my mama was on the way because I started chewing my nails. Man, I said, hello? She said, what they doing to my house? I said, I was so in a shock. I was like, the fire department's going through your front window. They putting an axe. The fire department, they had an axe and they was hitting her windows. The windows came down like this. Remember I said we could see out, but people couldn't see in. Now the fire was so bad that they weren't gonna be able to come through the doors. So they had to go through the windows. So they was hitting the axe, breaking the glass. She said, what? She said, I promise you, when I get there, blah, 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 blah. She's snapping on me. I'm talking about giving me every cuss word that can ever think of, that she's gonna hurt me and everything. Boom. My dad pulls up. He pulls up and hit in their fire truck. My grandpapa, they all heard it over the scanner. My mom comes 3 minutes or 4 minutes or so. It was minutes right behind him. Mind you, my mama is in a fit. Her hair is laid out straight. She looked lit. My dad looks at my mom like what? But my mom walked straight to us. My dad didn't even walk to us yet. My dad was helping putting out the fire and making sure what was going on. So my mom goes to Caleb first. It was like, boo man, you okay? He crying. Yeah, mom, okay. So she looks at me. She say, I asked you to do one thing. So she muffing me, hitting me. So Miss Smith, she didn't even ask me, was I okay? So Miss Smith was like, at least they okay. At least she said, you lucky I got insurance. You lucky I got insurance. She said, how you let the house get caught on fire? What happened in my house? All my stuff. Oh my God, my furs. She was talking my safe, my money. She was talking about her Zaza. She was like, my TV. She was thinking everything. Oh, my jewelry, my clothes, my cruise pictures. She was thinking about everything that was getting caught in flames. Because mind you, she told my dad how the way she wanted that house. So my dad, that's what he did. He brung her imaginary little mind and he brung it to play. He put it to play. So she was mad. Boom. My dad finally comes and he asks us like, y'all okay? He asked both of us legit, like, y'all okay? So I'm like, yeah. So he like, what happened? I'm like, I don't know. I was asleep. And then when I looked, Kayla was... So the police come up and was like, hey, can I talk? Like, basically, like, can they talk to Caleb and me? So my mama said, you can't talk to Boo Man. He's a kid. So my mom looked at me. Because they was like, they asked me how old. So since I was a teenager, I was allowed to, be questioning. So my dad was like, nah, like, I don't want you to ask them any questions. So he was like, well, we at least got to make a statement. So my dad was like, okay, well, I'm going to stand right there. Don't ask too many questions. So my mama say, you better know what to say. You better know what to say. So I'm just like, okay, I'm stuck because I don't really know what to say because I don't know what happened. I was asleep. So boom, the officer, he's talking to me. He say, so how did the house get caught on fire? I say, really, I don't know. I said, I was laying down and I said, when I woke up, the house was just on fire. So he was like, where did you think that the fire came from? I'm like, I don't know. It was coming from upstairs. So I think it came from like, maybe my brother's room or my mom's room somewhere. He was like, and how many people was it in the house? Was it any adults in the house? I was like, well, yeah, but my nana went to the store, right? My nana was never there. But I knew them by them. I was smart too. I wasn't like loony. I knew by you asked me that question. It's something behind you asked me that question. So I said no. So my dad said, Caleb, do you know how the house got caught on fire? So Caleb looks and he say, no, I don't know. Just like that. So the officer said, well, okay, well, if we can be able to question them again. So my dad said, no, you cannot question them alone and you cannot question them again. So they end up keeping that report. That was that. So my dad tells my mom, like, hey, they're going to pay for a hotel. She's like, I don't want to live in no hotel. She said, I want to stay at my house. That's my home. So my dad say, well, I understand where you're coming from, May, but we just gonna go ahead and get it rebuilt. We got insurance. The kids is okay, right? Everything, like, the kids is okay. So boom, Mark ended up going to his nana. You know what I'm saying? My dad ended up having my nana to get Mark. So Mark never came with us. So boom, my grandpapa like, well, I can give y'all the keys to the other home. I won't be there. So when I tell you this, every day, my mom even beat me in the car while we was driving. My mom like, I'm sick. My mama went inside that house and saw everything was burnt up. She was hurt. She was hurt. She was sick. Boom. We get to my grandpa's house, that second home. She beating on me with stench of cord, going crazy on me. She's upset. So once I go in my room, the room I'm supposed to be in, she comes knocking back on the door like, no, get out the room. You don't get in our room. You sleep on the floor. You sleep on the floor. She like, if I'm going to be sick and miserable, I'm going to make you sick and miserable. She said, my jacuzzi, everything. She was just thinking about everything. My bar. I was just like, well, because I didn't know what was going on. Like, I was asleep. And so she said, I'm going to ask you once. What happened? I said, I don't know. I don't know what happened. So the police officer called my dad and basically was asking my dad, like, how, like, was it a lighter in the house, or like, how did, like, they still wanted to know, like, how did, because they know fire just happened on its own. So I don't know what my dad had said about it, but I know that he was talking to my mom about it. So boom, my mom ended up talking to Caleb. Caleb just said, like, it was an accident. He was playing with a piece of paper and the house got caught on fire. That was that. She let it go. I talked to Caleb, right? I said, Caleb, you see I'm getting in trouble. Why you won't stop Mom? He was like, I'm sorry, Rody Dody. I know you mad at me. I'm like, what happened? And he said, I went in Mama's room and took her lighter. I sat on the bed and I was just playing with it like this. And the fire got caught to the curtains and I couldn't even stop it. It caught onto the curtains and caught onto all my stuff, my desk, and then I'm like, that fast? He like, yeah. I'm like, he like, but it's not your fault. Mom the one told you to teach me how to light a lighter. And I looked and I said, you know what? You right. You right. She did. How did it end up being my fault? Long story short, they end up like 6 months rebuilding it. My mama got back. And it was a bag of chips as like a couple of days, because my mom was going there looking at the way they was remodeling it. So she took Caleb. This was like days after. And he gonna bust out and say, oh, look at the chips. They didn't burn up. They were just black, but they didn't burn up. When you open them, they were still fresh. I was looking like, no, look at the house. My mama was sick. She didn't eat. She really don't eat anyway, but she didn't eat at all. I felt so bad. But I was like, it wasn't even my fault. So that took a lot of joy out of me liking the 4th. So I really don't celebrate it. This 4th, I did a little something, like went out, but like, the firework thing, I don't do that anymore. But other than that, we wrapping it up. Y'all give it a thumbs up. Stop playing on my top. Give me a thumbs up. I love y'all. I know my hair looking a little crazy. I'm going to get it done. Y'all stay tuned in. Yo, we got more bangers dropping. Y'all already know. And guess what? We're going to be going up to a lot of places. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be doing story time in a lot of different areas. Y'all just be ready for me. I got surprises coming for y'all. Let's go.